Hey, good morning. This is Sister Lisa. I want to just say to you this morning, I just finished my workout. I am sweating, y'all. Yes, you're supposed to sweat when you work out. I know some people don't like to sweat, but let me just say this. I am back on sharing with the body of Christ. And the Lord said to focus on the remnant. So that's what I'm going to do. He wants me to make sure that I can share, as he said in the beginning, share what you know. And for those who aren't interested, that's on you. But God said share with those who are willing to learn. So I'm going to share. And if you're willing to learn, you'll pick this up. You'll learn. Now, I just finished a 20-minute workout, 25-minute workout, 5 minutes to warm up, a few minutes to warm up, and then you cool down. I will encourage you. I'm encouraging you to work out every single day. Take one day off to rest. You have a Sabbath rest and rest on the day that God made a Sabbath rest, which is the Saturday. Take that time to rest, be with your family, rest in Him spiritually, but also rest your body. Also restore your body. God has scripture on us being healthy, and how we're supposed to be healthy is taking care of our bodies. It's not wrong to take care of your body, okay? We have to eat healthy, sleep, have water that we're supposed to have, 8 ounces a day, every day, 8 glasses, half your weight in ounces, okay? Let me say that again. 8 ounces with every serving, 8 glasses a day, or what is half your body weight in ounces, all right? So do that. You could add a little bit of lemon to it. If you can have lemon, some people have acidity issues, so they can't, but you're not supposed to add a lot of lemon. It's just a little bit. That would be a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon to 8-ounce glass. That also helps your digestion as well. And if you end up having a headache, it will help with that as well too, unless you have a screaming headache. Hopefully not. That may mean that you're not drinking enough water. If you have a headache, if there's some other issues there, go see your doctor. And if you haven't exercised in a long time, go see your doctor. Let him or her tell you, okay, this is where your health is. You can exercise, but I suggest that you do this. And I always, and I learned this from being an athlete all the way into college and even afterwards, working with people who are coaches in school and outside of school. And what you do not do when you start working out again is you don't go hard at first. You start off light. And that includes when it comes to lifting weights as well. You do not go hard when it comes to lifting weights. You start out light. And I don't mean just in one session. I mean for each time that you start your workout during the day, until you build up to being stronger, move on at another point in time. So for instance, if you are working out, today is Monday, it's not March, but it's September 13th, 2021, all right? So you're starting to work out today. I'm not talking about by tomorrow you change the amount of weight that you use. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you having a steady, ongoing, lightweight workout, getting back into your workout, whether it's weights or cardio or even stretching. You don't overstretch your muscles, because you can injure your muscles, your ligaments, and your fascia. Your fascia is what helps give your muscle shape. So there's certain exercises for that. And you need to make sure that you're careful in what you're doing. So if you're working out and you decide I'm going to do cardio and strength training in one day, you can do that. That's not a lot, okay? You could overdo it. If you're doing too much weight, overstretching, you're not paying attention to your formation. Usually if you're doing based on videos and you're working out that way, there will be a modification. And look for the modifications for those who can't do the full amount as an advanced or intermediate and you're a beginner. So always look for the beginner workouts, okay? Bottom line. Work for the beginning workouts. Don't overstretch. Listen to your body. If your body says, oh, don't move that way, that's painful, don't move that way. It's painful. Okay? So do your workouts and build up to strengthening your body. And you can use a stretchy band. You don't have to use free weights. That's helpful. Stretchy bands are good because you're using your body weight doing that. And I find that to even be better. I love it. Pilates is excellent. No, it's not yoga, and no, it's not an Eastern religion, but you do need to be careful of people who mix yoga in with their Pilates. Sometimes they'll say, oh, this is a yoga move, or this is yoga and Pilates. You need to be careful, because taking it from people who were top and high gurus and listening to their testimony, certain poses invoke those Middle Eastern, those gods that are connected to yoga, okay? And it is a form of actual religion. You are invoking and you are bringing in and opening the door for evil spirits. People in that world, in that country, and even here in America will think that there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm going to tell you from a man who was a top guru who turned from that and became a believer in Yeshua, and who was his master actually turned on him like a wild dog and basically growling at him when he started speaking to him, because he knew something had changed in him, because he was looking and he was searching, and he found that, yoga, he thought yoga was it, and he was very high and very top in it, and he's like, it was not it. But I will tell you this: there are a lot of new age in those in these Eastern religions and with yoga who have all come together to infiltrate the church on purpose, so that there will be the infiltration of the church and pull people away from God, pull people out from their relationship through Yeshua, okay, and put a monkey wrench, more than a monkey wrench, in what God is doing in people's lives. So you need to be careful, because even as he has said it, along with him and some other leaders, all who had gotten together before he became a Christian, this was the plan and still is the plan. So be mindful. Do not do yoga. I don't care what anybody tells you who does it and says, oh, well, it's not really doing that. There are poses that are done that invoke the spirit from the kingdom of darkness. These are from people who were gurus, who were top, who did deep studies and know it. Okay? So hear what I'm saying. They're now who are believers in Yeshua. Stay away from yoga, period. All right? And I'm passing that on to you. So you can do Pilates. Pilates is not yoga. It's not that. Pilates is safe. But be careful of people who use yoga and Pilates together, because they are out there. All right? That is going to be it for me. I wanted to share with you that I am starting back with the workout and sharing workouts, somewhat sharing workouts, but more of the teaching and sharing on health and wellness for your whole life, spirit, soul, and body. Okay, this is kingdom health, and that's what God wants us to be whole. He wants us to be well. And so I'm going to do what the Lord said to do, and I'm going to do it his way. So today, if you decide to work out and you're going to work out, make sure you eat breakfast afterwards, because you need those healthy whole grain carbohydrates in a small amount. Okay, it's half of a plate. All right, that's the amount that you should have. And I don't mean a charger plate. I'm talking about an 8-inch or less plate. Could be 6 in diameter or about 8 in diameter. But at any rate, don't let it be bigger than the palm of your hand. Okay? Because even with protein, that is the amount of protein that you should be having. The amount that's the size of the palm of your hand. It's best to eat those carbohydrates before 3 o'clock, because that's when it's needed most to boost our energy. After that, you have your lean meats or fish or beans or legumes and your vegetables. All right? And make sure you're drinking plenty of water. If you're not taking vitamins, you should be taking vitamins, and you should be taking whole food vitamins. What I mean by whole food vitamins are vitamins that actually have been put together with the fruits and vegetables, and they may have some herbs and spices in them. You don't want vitamins, I call it junk and toxics, that have a lot of junk and preservatives and additives that are unhealthy. Okay? And if you are going to take caplets, try to get the caplets raw, ones that don't have shellfish or rocks in them, because some of them will say may have some shellfish shells. They may have decided per the FDA to take that off of there. Study the brands that are out there, because the brands, when you study the brands that are out there, they will tell you what they put inside of their supplements. Hopefully they're honest. Some brands that are good are Ancient Nutrition. Garden of Life is really good. There is New Chapter that is good. So there are some of them out there. They may seem expensive to you, but if you're looking at the quality, because it's better for you to spend on the quality of prevention than to spend where you have to have intervention. Okay, intervention meaning the doctors, the hospitals, because now you have a sickness and disease from lack of nutrition. I would suggest to you, and I'm still trying to get it, is get the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie. I forget the doctor's name, but he's a Christian. Hopefully it's still on market, because they were trying to take his stuff off, as they do so many that speak the truth about many things they don't want people to know. They meaning government and those working along with them to try and keep people oppressed and in bondage. That is not our portion. We're believers in Yeshua. Bondage and strongholds are not our portion, nor is oppression or possession, okay? So just remember that. Do your homework, all right? Start out light. Talk to your doctor if you haven't exercised for a while, and then see exactly where you can start with your health. The first thing you can do is making sure you get 8 hours of sleep, 8 to 9 hours of sleep consistently all the way through. No red lights, no blue lights. Cover them up, because they interrupt the brain waves when you're sleeping, to keep them actively moving as if you were awake. You want to be in sleep mode and go to REM sleep so you are well rested. All right? Use good products for your food. Healthy products. Buy vegetables. Don't buy vegetables with the wax on them. If you do, get the vegetable cleaner. You can use vinegar and water, clean them off. Same with fruit. All right, and be careful buying strawberries unless you know the places that have strawberries that don't use a lot of pesticides. There's over 20 pesticides that are used on strawberries, and so you need to be careful, because strawberries have thin skin. All right, the best that a lot of companies, not companies, that doctors will say, and nutritionists who work in health prevention will say, get strawberries that are frozen. But again, you need to learn and understand the brand. What are their practices? What are their processes? What do they use in their growth process with their vegetables and with their fruits? Same when it comes to meats. You may have people that say, oh, there's no hormones in this, but they're using GMO corn, wheat, and soy as feed to give to the animals that you're eating. All right, and they do it now with fish, and that's farm-raised fish, so you need to be careful with that as well. There's a lot. We'll get into that later, but I just wanted to share with you. I'm going back to focusing just on the body of Yeshua. The Lord said focus on the remnant. I'm focused on the remnant when it comes to the health and wellness. He may change it and have me to go in the direction of having other people come along who are not saved, because I did that for a while. And God is focusing on, wants his remnant. He wants his church healthy, because he knows where we are. Okay? And so he wants us healthy physically. He wants us healthy spirit, soul, and body, and in every area of our lives. So I will cover what he leads me to cover. All right, that's it. We'll catch up on another segment. This is Sister Lisa for Health and Whole Life. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.